Meng, it's good to have you on. I tell you, I come by weekly to drop off. One of the things we do is we basically do an additional grocery shopping list. You guys provide one to the community of saying what food and so we shop off your list. And every week that we go by and drop off, I've noticed the line does get longer over the last 6 months. So just tell our viewers what you've been experiencing this year.
Yeah, it has gotten longer. When the pandemic started, we saw a 45% increase in the number of families referred to us. Right now, we're serving over 2,600 families each week, and we see another 1,000, almost 3,600 at some time during the month. So it is a significant increase, and those lines have just gotten longer almost by the day.
And you're noticing a lot of first time. I mean, there's certainly some folks that maybe you've serviced in the community before, but I'm sure I know you've been seeing a lot of first time users of this food assistance. Yes. And by the way, it's something people shouldn't be embarrassed about. You need food. That's what we're here for.
Well, yeah, and AFAC is here to help. We're committed to serving everyone who comes to our doors in need. That's just not a question. And yes, we're seeing a lot more families who don't typically come to or need to come to a food bank like us. People who have jobs but have been laid off due to the pandemic, obviously, restaurant workers in particular, the service industries, and a whole number of people who have never been to us. But I want to assure everyone that we and all of the food pantries across the nation are here to help and are committed to help in this difficult time.
What's been your biggest challenge during this pandemic to service the greater need? Has it been supplies? Has it been volunteers? What is it that you need more of besides everything? I say this, you need more of everything, but you get my question here, Charles.
Yes, I do. I think the most important thing right now is financial support. Your dollar, when it comes to AFAC or to any food pantry, will go 3 times farther than it will if you donate food. Many of us purchase food through wholesale dealers, wholesale suppliers, and we can get food a lot at much lower cost than you can in your local grocery store. So that's really the main thing that we need. But also food donations are 40% of the food that we distribute, and volunteers are essential in AFAC's case to making sure families in need get the food that they want and will eat.
How do you work with local government, and how do you work with state government and federal government, and what kind of support are they providing that you could use more of?
Well, number one, the federal government doesn't supply support to food banks like us. The federal government addresses food insecurity through the SNAP program, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. So, this is where the federal government can help individuals very directly by supporting SNAP and increasing SNAP benefits. In our case in Virginia, the state also provides no assistance to food pantries like us. Our county government, Arlington County government, is very generous. They supply $500,000 to us, but it takes $7.5 million to operate AFAC. So we really do rely on the generosity of our donors and individuals, and both individuals, foundations, and especially businesses.
Well, Charles Meng, and I'm curious, are you able to, when you're running a food pantry, but there's needs for health care, there's needs for mental health care, and I know, there are other organizations that are near and dear to both of our hearts in the community that deal with that. Are you able to identify that help and able to pass it on? I mean, how much of an ability do you have to help folks who maybe come to you for more than just food help?
Yeah, that's that's a little different. We operate a little differently than most. What we really want our families to do is go to our local Department of Human Services, where they can get evaluated, and whatever they're eligible for, whether that's SNAP, TANF, WIC, or other, unemployment benefits and those kinds of things. So our objective is to get them into the system so that they can get those resources that they're eligible for and get a referral back to AFAC for food.
Charles Meng, thanks for taking a few minutes to help us shine a light on what you do at the Arlington Food Assistance Center. Much appreciated, and keep it up.
I want to thank you, Todd, for your help.
You got
and
it.
The help of all of your listeners. Thank you.
Absolutely. Hey, I also want to single out MANNA, M-A-N-N-A. They're an organization in Northwest Florida, my wife's hometown. It's another wonderful organization that helps fight hunger. We support them as well. This has been our focus for the last year, both at our home here in Arlington and my wife's home in the Pensacola area. Be sure to check them out as well. The COVID-19 crisis and Hurricane Sally have led to a drastic increase in the need for food assistance in Northwest Florida as well. To learn more about MANNA, the Arlington Food Assistance Center, and other groups meeting the needs of our communities during the COVID-19 pandemic, check out NBCnews.com/Giving Tuesday. Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor, subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Meet the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.